State Sun Devils. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Catching up with the South Carolina head coach before the game, his message to his team in the locker room was simple. We have got to stick together. They understand this is a hostile environment, and in this crucial conference matchup here in the Big 12, a chance to separate and show they're one of the better teams in the league, it all starts with their execution at the line of scrimmage. He understands the crowd noise is a factor. They have been playing crowd noise and crowd music all week long to prepare for this moment. He hopes his quarterback can operate at the line of scrimmage here in this tough environment to start the first quarter. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running inside, it's Brown. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Let's take a second about Arizona State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Maybe a crease. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
A give to Brown.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He'll try it again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
3rd and 6 yards to go. The offense changing the play. On 3rd down, here's Brown. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off.
Throws toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
The Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Got a little grass. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's got it again. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field to score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
And the Gamecocks have this offense rolling. Sellers. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Tuggle. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
They'll start on the ground with Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Maybe some room here. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State!
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Finds some fresh air. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Well, in the last 2 plays, they've given this guy the ball, and he's done a really nice job, shown really nice vision. He's gotten what's available to him. He hasn't broken off the 60-yarder quite yet, but he is doing a nice job of putting this offense now in a very manageable 3rd down situation.
Fires to the right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. He'll start this drive firing. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And you're seeing more of this in college football, man. Bringing on more and more tight ends, guys that are versatile pieces. And you see it right there, right? You can still throw the football. And now you got to match up with those guys and their big bodies. Nice throw down the field, nice catch. Nice job of using multiple tight end packages for this offense.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Hamilton. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown ASU. He got a step and just dusted the field. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And he makes the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Keeps it going. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's Hunt. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Clark. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Sellers to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, when you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Here's the pressure. And to get rid of it quickly. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. And you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a catch at the 10. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Again, it's Brown. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. And the Sun Devils will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll field the punt. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Under fire. He sacked this defense all over him.
How many tackles is that guy going to have to break just to stay alive? You got to protect your guy better than that. The first guy missed him. The second guy missed him. The third guy got him in the pocket for a sack. You got to have better protection than that.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. Turning it on. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Throwing Sellers. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running inside, it's Clark. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Play fake, Sellers. Rushes on him. Finds some time. Incomplete. He was going for the touchdown.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Offense needs a couple of yards on 4th down. Remember, they can get the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Fourth down, Sellers. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Now on the option. And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
Well, he was trying his best to get out of the end zone, but the penetration up front is what got that safety for the defense. Shooting their gaps, winning the one-on-ones. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
All the way back to the 15.
The return brings it out to the 28, and the South Carolina offense will take over.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Motion from the wide receiver. Sellers. With the catch, it's Tuggle. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Here comes the heat. Throwing right. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Sellers to the air again. throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Sellers to throw. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He'll try to do it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports desk. We start with a look at Virginia Tech taking on the number 13 team, the Clemson Tigers. And it's the Hokies, hoping that clock hits zeros while they're still in front. A victory today would move them to 7-2 and catapult this team forward as they make their stretch run. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Going to the run to start this second half. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Looking long. It's caught. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
The run inside. It's Clark. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Throwing Sellers. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most.
Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he puts through the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this
breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. The short hands, it's Hunt. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Sellers. Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. This time it's complete. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Again, it's Sellers. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides, and it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's second and long. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But, man, you're starting to get now in the second half. And this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood.
Might have a chance. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get them to the ground.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Sun Devils are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
Man, when you go over the middle, you got to be willing to take the punishment. You're going to get hit a lot of times anyways, so you might as well catch the football, but his arms starting to look a little bit like Reese Davis when the check comes at dinner.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mack. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. The Sun Devils send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it.
You know, the worst thing that can happen to return men is muffing punts, fumbling and putting on the ground, and he did it right there. He's very lucky he was able to jump on his own fumble.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Sellers on the play action. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. And we'll get a whistle to stop the clock as they check on the injured Sun Devil. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Running inside, it's Clark. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And
makes a diving snag along the right sideline.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Here's Sellers to throw. Pressure coming, and they got it. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscles. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Looking down the middle. Hauls it in. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the fourth quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Throwing, Sellers. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on pass.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense defense gets a sack on 4th down.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Looking left. Caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona State. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Line getting set on 2nd down. They go play action with Sellers. Finds his big tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A low line drive and short kick. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. The run inside. It's Mack. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Touchdown ASU! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Play fake, Sellers. Fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
It'll be 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. He'll take it himself. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Here we go, ready? Blue 22, blue 22.
To the air, it's Boley. He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Sellers on the play action. Fires on the move. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Punt is in the air. He's got it near midfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, and this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Dances away. On the move, he fires. Wide open downfield. Got a lot of room to the right. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
They'll run it. It's Brown. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they tacked on the extra point. And he muffs it. It's loose. Ball loose in the end zone. Defense all over it, and they stop the drive, and they'll get a touchback. This is the football equivalent of throwing in the towel or no mas, as they will concede defeat.